Hi, I'm Judge Houston Wells. Thank you for watching County Connections. Today we're at the Frankfort Aquatic Center and we have a very special guest, the Frankfort Parks and Recreation Department Executive Director, Mr. Jim Parrish. Let's talk with Jim about the Aquatic Center. Jim, you and I go way back. We've been working together for a number of years. This is one of the most exciting features, attractions in Central Kentucky.
Well, yes, it is, Judge. Thank you for having me. Just to tell a little bit about this, back in the late 50s, Juniper Hill Pool was open and Juniper Hill Park was established. So it served its purpose for many years, 60 years or better. We just had the 60th anniversary of the golf course. So we knew that our aquatics in Frankfort, Franklin County needed some attention. We had the big, what we call box pool, but it was nice, a 50-meter pool geared towards swimming. And then it had the baby pool and a diving well.
It was state of the art at that time, wasn't it? I mean, It was like one of the best pools in Kentucky.
It was like a state park. Everybody came with the golf course and the park and everything here, and the pool was just phenomenal to see it back in the day. And it, like I said, it served its purpose. Everybody still to this day goes, well, I remember going to Juniper Hill when I was a kid, you know, and all that, and I do too, you know. Yeah. So anyway, we knew we had to change. The pool had gotten old and had some structural problems, so we knew there had to be some changes. So we analyzed the aquatics in all of Frankfort and Franklin County, and we started with hoping to build a true family splash park. And we did. We sat down and had it worked out, and to the appreciation of the mayors and commissioners that were there, and to you, Judge, and the magistrates for assisting with this. It's truly been a fantastic regional facility. Really shocked me. We draw religiously from 9 counties. So you can look any day of the week and there'll be out-of-town license plates, church buses, different buses. Even Lexington Parks and Recreation brings their day camps over a time or two, so a week. So we really are proud of that.
Jim, I know we're all extremely proud, and if you haven't, the audience, if you haven't used this facility, you need to come out and use it. It is fantastic. However, it gets so crowded that you have to shut it down. What's the capacity of the pool? And I know many times this summer you've had to say, enough, we can't have any more in.
Yes, we do, and we get some criticism for that, but that's a good problem to have. The capacity is 600. And give or take a little bit, you know, it's hard to figure everywhere. That's not the fire marshal law, but that's real close. So we try to stay around 600, and when we have 600, we put the sign out that we're full, and people still stand in line, because a lot of times there'll be daycares in here, and within 15-20 minutes 30 or 40 will leave, and you let them in. So that's been a good problem to have. It really has. And it's family affordable, from entrance prices to concessions to memberships. It's very family affordable for a family of 4 or 5 to come to the park for a day and have a big time for minimal money. Now we'll talk a little bit about the actual pool facility. It was designed by an architect out of Lexington that designed a ton of them, Branstetter Carroll. And it was constructed by D.W. Wilburn, who is also doing the Capitol Plaza. And they really got in and out. We didn't start on this thing till, we closed early in 2015. We didn't start till like September. So, and we opened the next July. So all through the winter, and it was amazing to watch them, how quick the transformation came. So that was a great play for us to have. It had been on our master plan of the mid-90s. We did a 25, they gave us a list of 25 things to improve off on our parks master plan. And this was one of the last things to do on that plan, and we're very proud of it. So a little bit about the pool, and that's how it came to fruition. In front of me is a splash pad that has the different sprays that come up out of the concrete, then above ground sprays too. As you can see, it's very popular with the young kids. You know, you don't have to have lifeguards because there's no freestanding, water. It's just, it all drains, so that's a good thing. So that's very popular with all the young kids. And you can see the gate over there. When they go in, the gate must stay shut so they can't get out to the other pool. I mean, if the parents, if the parents open it, it's a safety issue. Yes, sir. Behind me is what we call the activity pool. It's 0 depth to 3 foot, and it's got a playground in it, an activity. It's got a mushroom cap, and behind it are like toadstools. You walk on with the ropes and things behind the big bucket. The big bucket's one of the most popular features. You'll see it dumps every 3 or 4 minutes. There'll be 20 kids standing under there waiting for it to come off that big splash, as you'll see. So that's very, very popular. Across the way is what's called the plunge pool. That's where the slides are. And we have 3 slides, one enclosed, one open slide, and then one family slide, which the family slide is the red one that you'll see, and it is handicap accessible. It's one of the few in the state that we built that has been built that's handicap accessible to the public. So you'll see families on there with like 4 families coming down and somebody taking a picture. It's a good photo op if you want to get a good photo coming down the red slide. So once again, I think the pool's 3.36, you know, so not real deep water. And then over the hill is the 400-foot or 420 lazy river. It's where you get on the tubes and float around. And one of the designs we did was to put in features around the lazy river. A lot of them you just get in the tube and float around in the water, which is very nice. But we've got dumping buckets. We've got sprays that come out that cool you down and all that. So the lazy river is always everybody's popular favorite, you know, to take a break from swimming and all that and just lay in there and go around. So, and then the last pool, the 5th pool, is what we call the lap pool. And it's got rock climbing walls on it. And that's what, actually that's what the county donated money, Judge, you and the magistrates, to build the lap pool. We might not have been able to build it. And they came up with the money for a recreational facility and actually built that and helped with the facility, and that, we certainly appreciate that. And it's been a good partnership. So, but you can see the lap pool. We have a swim team, had 75 kids on it, the Stingrays this year. There's another swim team that practices, TNT. And then, so that's a little bit about our swim team. So we're very proud to have, this first time Parks has ever started a swim team was 3 years ago. It was always privately funded by, you've heard of FAST, or like I said, TNT still to this day. But we have our own city parks, and we swim against other towns around central Kentucky. And then usually we'll have a meet here. Everybody gets a meet, and so it's a season. And we're very proud of them. The pools are nice because we went a little bit to the extra to, each pool has its own pump and own filter. So if something occurs and something's wrong with one of the pools or something, you don't have to shut your whole water park down. Then you quickly drain some water and recirculate for about 2 or 3 hours and open that pool back up. But say something happens to the slides in the plunge pool, well, you don't have to close the rest of it. So that's a very good feature to have. The programming is, a lot of people don't understand. This pool operates from about 6:30 in the morning to about 10 at night. 6:30 in the morning, you've got
7 days a week too.
Yeah, just not on Sunday morning. We don't open till 12:30 to the public on Sunday, but we don't. But 6 days a week, and then the 7th day will be 12:30 to about 9:30 at night, or 10 time they get locked up. So first thing in the morning, you've got the swim teams practicing before the public gets here, and going all through that. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we have 2 groups. We have senior aerobics, which I think had 65 or 70 people doing senior aerobics at 10 a.m. before the pool opens to the public. And then on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday also, we have the Stewart Home School that comes in for an hour or hour and 15 minutes every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So it actually, when the swim teams are here and the seniors, and that, it looks like we're open at 10 in the morning, but we actually open to the public at 11:30 a.m. to 7 p.m. That's general public. So that's when we do. And then we take a little half-hour break, and then it's available for parties at night. It's rented just about every night, full. And it starts renting early, so remember next year, call early to get your pool night. So you get a party from 7:30 to 9:30. By the time it's all locked up, it's about 10 o'clock. So 6:30 in the morning till 10 o'clock at night. Takes a lot of staff, a lot of chemicals, a lot of maintenance. So it's not just a 5 or 6 hour operation every day. It's a business. It's a large operation. So that's our staffing, and not our staffing, but our programs and how we're run. And so what else would you like to know?
Well, Jim, I'll say this. It's a beautiful facility. We're so proud of it. And we're so proud that it is a Central Kentucky attraction, that so many people from all around Central Kentucky are coming here to enjoy this facility. I think it's your vision. The Parks and Recreation Department, the City Commission looked at this and decided that this was the route to go, and it's been nothing but complete success.
Well, thank you. As you know, being a lifelong Franklin County, we started on this project probably 12, 14 years ago, looking at it and studying it, and we visioned and went around and saw various aquatic centers in Kentucky. Not only Kentucky, but we went to St. Louis, Missouri, where we knew the aquatics director from here, and toured 6 or 7 of them out in St. Louis. So we had a good handle on it, but then things didn't work out at that time, but we kept the vision and kept on plugging along, waiting for the right time, and the stars were aligned, if you know what I mean. And it was the right time to build this facility, and everybody was so supportive, so supportive. It was a great community effort. And then a couple of other things about the pool. We have full service concessions. We run our own concessions up at the building. We have a full bathhouse, men's and women's bathhouse. And so there's amenities here. One thing we're really proud of that has matured now, as you look around, you can see the landscape. Mm-hmm. We're really proud, and that is an all native landscape that also gears to pollinators, the monarch butterfly, and that type of thing. It's all native plants. So we were very fortunate to work with some people here in town to get that done, because so many of these you go in and see, it's just a giant flat concrete pad. But to break it up, myself and when Jim McCarty was here, we were pretty instrumental on making sure we had plenty of landscape to break the pools up, and just give it some personality.
Today to our audience, we got to talk about the Aquatic Center and what a beautiful facility it is, but there are a lot of other pieces to the Frankfort and Franklin County, all of our park systems here in Franklin County. We've got Lakeview, we've got Cove Spring, we've got Dolly Graham, we've got the riverfront. Would you accept an invitation to come back and talk with the audience in the fall about some other park facilities that you have here in Franklin County, that in the city of Frankfort, that we can talk with the public about? Because there's so many good ones.
Well, anytime, Judge. You know that.
We appreciate it. Thank you so much for being here, Jim. Thank you for sharing with the audience this great facility. We're so proud of it. And thank you for watching. We hope that you like and share this program. Please watch us again. Thanks once again for watching County Connections.